So once again, we'll make our circle around the golf ball, and we'll take our same stance and setup. Now, one alternative to following all the way through, some people really struggle with that and they lose speed thinking of the club getting all the way up here. Sometimes I might recommend accelerating through that sand and finishing lower, okay? Feeling like the club still gets through the sand, but it's more of a piercing blow, okay? You might also notice something with that first shot. There was a sound there that we heard. We heard a poof sound, right? A sound of acceleration. We do not want to decel. And a lot of my members here and a lot of amateurs in general, a lot of times we'll take these big swings and come into the ball slow and soft. It's okay to be aggressive. We're using that sand to help carry the ball out, okay? So let's try to hit one. Same idea, stance is open. Hands are going to be back a little bit. Thinking about clearing out the circle. Only difference is this time we're going to try to finish a little bit lower with our hand position, okay? There you go. You see that one didn't carry all the way to the green, a lot softer there. I feel like I took a lot of sand. Let's hit another one here. Running out of space here, might want to rake here in a second. There we go, we should be able to do it right about here. So I'm gonna do the same exact thing we just did there. Only difference is, this time, I am going to take a little less sand. We're trying to be conscious of that. Same speed, same action, everything stays the same. Hand position, everything else, a little less sand. Right, so there we go. Kind of cut through it, a little lower finish, and that one got on the green there, okay? So that's just a little bit about the basics. Now, I hear some people say that instead of using the typical basics, let me grab this rake here. Instead of using, we'll just rake it out here. We'll rake it out first and then we'll get to chatting a little bit more here. Now, there are some people that will talk about trying to just hit a regular chip shot from a sand position, okay? And I don't recommend that. For one, our stance and body aren't set up correctly to be successful. If you pick it clean, you might get lucky. But a lot of times in these instances in the sand, we end up taking swings where the hosel hits the ball and we don't even get out, or it shoots to the right and doesn't get to our target, okay? So I don't really recommend taking a normal chip shot, right? It becomes a little bit more difficult and we want more energy, and that larger stroke kind of helps us with that, okay? So be mindful of that. Now, there are some times without lips here at our course it doesn't work. I probably could go off that way, but you may be able to putt out of a trap from time to time. It just kind of depends on the layout and your course conditions, but you have to think about what you're trying to accomplish before you actually try to execute your golf shot, even in terms of the target you're going to. But the first goal for me with every bunker shot is to make sure you get out. Step number one is get out and get it on the green if it's a greenside bunker, okay? So think about that, not necessarily putting it right next to the pin, but getting it out so that our scores don't go up. So we're going to talk about some other shots here and add to this here. So